And while you may know which candidates have your vote this November, there are more things to decide on Florida's ballot. This year, voters will have to weigh in on 6 amendments. And we are digging into some most impactful ones, like Amendment 1 tonight. Under this amendment, only United States citizens who are at least 18 years of age, a permanent resident of Florida, and registered to vote as provided by law shall be qualified to vote in a Florida election. Joining us again to dig into this amendment is Hans Hassel. He's with Florida State. Hans, the amendment only changes 2 words in the Constitution. It changes every to only a citizen can vote. So why is this change even needed?
Well, I mean, in practice, this doesn't actually change anything. The reason that I think the supporters of this particular constitutional amendment have put this forward is that it adds an additional barrier for including non-citizen participation. So in some places, non-citizens can vote in municipal elections, not here in Florida, but in other states that is allowable. And so I think it's about 12 municipalities that allow non-citizens to vote in local elections. So this is just kind of municipal elections. And most of these are actually in Maryland. Florida law currently prohibits non-citizen participation at the city level, the municipal level, but this kind of constitutional amendment change would preempt a change in law that might happen down the road.
Okay, and so it sounds like this is going to have a longer term effect. Any other impacts at the local level that people really need to think about as they're heading to the ballot? I mean, why are supporters for it and why are people against it?
Well, I mean, this really does not have any substantive changes on Florida kind of participation in involving non-citizens, right? So non-citizens currently cannot vote. This doesn't actually substantially change anything for Florida. No, current Florida law prohibits that. Right? There's the U.S. Congress has passed a law in 1996 prohibiting non-citizens from voting in federal elections. Right? So the only thing that this could affect not even in Florida is that it might limit their ability of non-citizens or municipalities from saying, hey, no, these people live here, they're contributing members of our community, we want them to participate as well. And so this would preempt any sort of change to Florida law that might allow that for municipalities down the road to go and do this.
All right, Hans Hassel from Florida State, we appreciate your analysis and insight. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
It's been great. Thank you so much.
All right, and you can read up on all 6 amendments right now. We've got them broken down with this story in our Election 2020 site at WTXL.tv. And